What people mean when they say that you would benefit from healing through your body or that they are healing through their body ultimately refers to the truth that traumatic experiences, overwhelmed, unprocessed, and unresolved emotions that you're holding and carrying, they live in your nervous system and in your body, and they wire up these default patterns inside of you that influence the way that you think, the way that you feel, the stories and beliefs that you tell yourself, and just generally the way that you see the world. I like to think as unresolved trauma as literally being like the lens that we see the world through. And I want to remind you that trauma can be little t trauma and it can be big T trauma, it can be singular trauma, and it can be complex trauma, which means that it's happened over and over again. Little t traumas are oftentimes things that people don't generally put in the category of trauma. So it might be a comment that somebody said to you that really like landed and you took it in and it stuck and it hurt you on some level, or it made you question yourself, or it wired you up for shame. This could have been in the way that you were parented. This could have been in a social situation, or so on. Big T traumas are oftentimes those dramatic things that we would recognize as traumatic experiences. So it might be like a significant loss of a relationship or a death or some sort of abuse that you've experienced. And so trauma happens across a spectrum. And it's not about what happened to you, it's about how it impacted you. So part of that impact is that it made an imprint in your nervous system, and that brings forth body sensations, thoughts, feelings, reactions, beliefs, all this like automatic operating system responses that you have when you haven't resolved that trauma. So if somebody tells you that it's time for you to heal through your body, and they're healing from their body, maybe they're sharing with you, like, I'm going on this journey and I'm healing through my body. What they're talking about is this aspect of reconnection to your body. So there automatically happens this disconnect between body and mind. And you're working to bridge that gap when you heal through your body. How can I come home to my body? How can I be more in tune with my body, aware of my body, connected to my body, in the present moment, all of the things. So you're bridging the gap between mind and body. But you're also working with clearing the channels of what's being held in your nervous system, what's being stored in your body. And that takes a very different approach than a mind-based approach to growth and healing. Your mind really loves for you to tell your story. It loves for you to work on reframing. It loves for you to like talk through things. And that's great. And absolutely mental health support related to psychotherapy and talk therapy, specific modalities in particular, can be incredibly therapeutic for trauma recovery. But ultimately, if you leave out your body, if you leave out your nervous system, you're kind of just spinning your wheels in place in terms of the vehicle. You can make upgrades to the vehicle, but if you don't address the tires and all of the mechanisms that are actually moving the car forward, then you're going to stay stuck in place. And so body-based healing is about actually being able to move forward, from my opinion. So you heal from your body when you bridge the gap between body and mind, and you work on resolving those things that are patterned inside of your nervous system and body. So you're going to repattern, you're going to do nervous system medicine, you're going to do embodiment practices that help clear the channel. This body-based healing, as I shared, is very different from a mind-based approach. So body-based healing involves movement, stillness, relaxation, co-regulation that you're going to get from other people, whether it be friends or family or professionals that you bring into your life. Women in particular really need that social aspect of body-based healing, and there's a lot more to it. But what I want to tell you is that it's absolutely possible for you. You can start simply. There are many free tools across the internet, and those can be great places to start. And you can bring people like me into the fold to support you. So if you're interested in more of my work, you can look at the other YouTube channels here. You can also look at my website where I have some different resources for you there and ways to work with me. If you want a very easy to do, guided method for healing through your body, check out the Nourished Woman membership. It's literally bite-sized, on-demand video practices that combine yoga therapy and somatic healing to help you heal.